Hi, this is Emma Burford, and today I'm having a very informal interview with my friend Juan Felix. And Juan is Mari Smith's chief moderator, and he's one of the team behind marismith.com, and he helps out on the Facebook pages and Twitter and checks what's going on. So I've known Juan for about a year. I'm in Mari Smith's inner circle, and Juan's been a very keen supporter and has recently been working on his own course, which is called Bridal Leads Mastery. And I'm delighted to be able to chat with him today so he can tell us a little bit more about what he's been up to. I've worked in the wedding industry for 3 to 4 years with another business that I was running. So I'm looking forward to finding out about his course. Hi there, Juan.
Hi Emma, thank you very much for having me today.
It's a pleasure, it's a pleasure. So I know you're going to tell us a little bit more about your Bridal Leads Mastery course and how you've put that all together. Perhaps you can tell us what you've been up to.
Yes, sure. When you look at today's world, where change is happening fast, especially with the developments in technology, you need to have 2 things to survive as a business owner. And this is for any business. And that is knowledge and skills. And I learned that from people like Jim Rohn, Brian Tracy, or Tony Robbins. And they taught me that, we cannot change the state of the economy, but we do control how we handle our business in changing difficult circumstances. And the only way to be successful is if you have the right knowledge and skills.
Sure.
So that is something that I love to share with wedding vendors, but also other businesses.
I know you're definitely able to share your skills because you have lots of those, haven't you? And you've been working really hard on everything that you do. So tell me, how did you discover the niche that you're looking at in your wedding industry? What made you go down that route?
Well, first of all, I know there is a lot of competition in that industry, and it's really hard for businesses to stand out. And that is something that I'm working all the time, working on the knowledge and the skills to stand out on the internet. And for that you need specific tools, but also skills. And what I love about the wedding industry, that it's the industry of love. And my name is Juan, and some people refer to me as Don Juan, although I don't think I'm actually...
Does your wife?
No, my wife doesn't.
Oh.
Yeah. I think I'm in real life, I'm not acting as a Don Juan, but I have something, I love people, and I love to work with other people, and I love this industry, and I'm also married now for 10 years, so I also have an experience as being a husband. And but what I also love about the wedding industry, that it's a really creative industry, and I think they if you look at the target audience of the wedding industry, 70% of the weddings today involve millennials or Generation Y, and these are people that are born after 1975, and they use technology, mobile devices, all the time. Mm-hmm. So there was a match, between the knowledge I have and my passion and for this specific industry. So I thought, why not focus on the wedding industry and share the things that I know with them to help them stand out.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
So your mastery course has recently launched. Perhaps you can tell us the actual website domain that you're hosting that one on. It's www.bridalleadsmastery.com, is it?
No, it's Felix Relationship.
Okay.
marketing.com/bridalleadsmastery.
Okay, right, okay. So you've got it on the main site, which of course is felixrelationshipmarketing.com. That's fantastic. Okay, so I know you have 7 findings, so we're running through what you have put together. Perhaps you can carry on.
Yes, as I just mentioned, the main target audience when it comes to weddings is Generation Y, millennials. And this generation grew up with the internet. So, they've known technology their entire lives. And they use these mobile devices as their main source of information. But not to listen to marketers, but to connect with their friends and family. And I like to share a couple of interesting stats that are based on a report by the Boston Consulting Group. And this report focuses on the millennial consumer.
Okay.
So first key finding is millennials are always in a hurry. So when they need something, they want it fast and they want it now. So it's essential to learn how to communicate with them in this state that I call the state of no time. I have no time. And then you want to connect with them. So that's the first key finding. Know that they are always in a hurry. The second key finding is they trust their friends more than corporate mouthpieces. So as if you're a marketer and you think, okay, I'm going on Facebook to connect with the engaged couples to talk about my product and services, you're in the competition with their friends and family.
Yeah, so the word of mouth marketing is paramount to this kind of customer, really, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Referral marketing is the thing. That's one of the key findings that I will mention in a few minutes. And one other thing, the third key finding is these are social creatures. They both offline and online. They use these social platforms to explore brands and all the things. So you don't have to tell them anything. They've already explored.
They'll go and find it out. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
And when it comes to purchases, they are more likely than non-millennials to favor brands that have a Facebook page and also a mobile website. So if you have a business and you have a Facebook page, you're in an advantage because these millennials are in favor of businesses that have a Facebook page and a mobile website because, they're always...
The social presence is there, isn't it? And that's very engaging and people want to find out. And I guess these, like you say, millennials, I've not heard of the term before, to be honest, but Generation Y, yes, but they want to find out online. That's what they've been brought up to do, isn't it? So, yeah.
Yeah. And, when it comes to... These millennials, this generation, what they really love to do, and that's really important, we were talking about this before, word of mouth marketing, they love to share their opinion with others. Mm-hmm. According to this report, 64% of these millennials feel that companies should offer ways to share their opinion online. So if you build your website or your social channels or whatever, make it really easy for them to share whatever you want them to share about you. So that's really something to keep in mind.
Absolutely. So part of your course is going to encourage and help people to use new tools to promote their services in a different way that perhaps they've never even thought of, and in a way that will attract these millennials to their business. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And the sixth key finding is 71% of millennials, they continue to share opinions because they feel that other consumers value their opinions. So they have a feeling that, it's really important for me to share this with others because that's of value for them. Mm-hmm. So that's really important.
And they're helping to promote your business because they're sharing it for you, yeah.
I feel that's important to do that. Mm-hmm. And, and finally, key finding 7 is millennials are much more likely to be engaged in online activities such as rating products and services. So when it comes to reviews and referral marketing, that is something that they really love to do. They love to give their opinion about your product and services. So you can invite them and help them to share whatever you want them to share about your brand or your products or services. Mm. So my new training program, Bridal Leads Mastery, basically teaches wedding vendors, as I call it, to get millennial ready. Right. Because I mentioned before, 70% of today's weddings involve millennials. So you have to be millennial ready if you want to stay in business as a wedding vendor.
And stand out from the crowd, because there's an awful lot of people, selling wedding services out there. So, you know, you have to offer either something completely different, which is not easy to find a new product because, you know, I guess the latest one was video marketing and things like the video, you know, but it's a growing market, but you know, most of the things people have done is what I'm trying to say. So they've got to be really good at what they do to actually attract the customer, haven't they?
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds fascinating, yeah. So you've put the concept of your online social presence and building into a wedding vendor's package to promote for people to give them a really big boost, haven't you, to help them really tune into their market, yeah.
Yeah, you know, and what I also what I think it's important to mention is it's a hands-on program, you know, because you can subscribe to a course and attend a specific online course, but it comes down to taking action.
Sure. Yeah.
So what I've done, you know, this course has 14 videos, 7 modules, 14 videos, and I end each video with a to-do list. So I always have 3 things to do. And it's not up to me to do these things, but it's up to the people that are following these courses. But, you know, if you're not ready or you don't have the time or the resources or whatever to take action to do these things, I would say this is not for you. Mm-hmm. This is what kind of businesses that are ready, you know, to take action and to do the things to make sure they stand out online.
And to take their business a little bit further. Have you got any sort of support? I mean, do you check how the customer's doing at all? I mean, how does that work? Do they download things when they want to, I assume, but do you make them check back with you to see how they're getting on?
Yeah, I've created a checklist so they can track how they're doing, but I will also keep an eye on them and with succeeding in this program. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds fascinating. So, okay, so we'll get this right this time. So the website is www.felixrelationshipmarketing.com/bridal leads mastery.
Yes, that's right.
Hey. Okay, so you know, I've had a look at the program that Juan that you put together, and I've already checked out some of the videos, and it's really high quality content. So if you're in the wedding industry and you want to take your business that little bit further, then do go and check out the page and see what you think. Now I know, Juan, as I say, you've been working alongside Mari and her team for probably nearly a year now. How long has it actually been?
Yes, I started in January this year.
This year, so yeah, nearly a year. How did you get involved with Mari and her team? Because that's something I don't know, so I'm fascinated to find out how you kind of stepped into that position.
Well, you know, I attended one of her Mentor with Mari programs. That was last year. Mm-hmm. It was a program that was 6 months, intensive program with I think we were about 30, 40, 50 people. And Mari taught us all kinds of things, you know, about the online industry and how to build a social business, relationship marketing. You know, my name is there's no coincidence that I mentioned that I chose the business
Felix
name.
Relationship Marketing as that name, yeah.
Because I think it's all about relationships, you know, business.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's about relationships, but business too. And as I ended this program, Mentor with Mari, at the beginning of this year, Mari asked in one of the Facebook groups that I attended, she asked if we knew anyone that could moderate her fan page. So I said, yes, I know someone.
Me, put your hand up. That's great. Yeah.
I said it would be a big honor for me, Mari, if I could do that, because I learn a lot by doing this, you know, because people ask me questions every day, and that's the best
way to learn.
Yeah. Receive questions from other people. So it's a great honor for me to do this. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, it's been an absolute delight talking to you today. I will put a hold on the video, but thank you so much, Juan, for coming and having a chat with me, and telling us all about what you're doing. And I know, you do, you're a great supporter of all things. So I'm sure this is going to be a big success for you, Juan. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.